In my 2 potato cakes.
No, this morning when you said Steph's making French toast,
Yeah.
as I was getting ready, I'm going, toast! Yeah, toast!
Yeah, toast!
French toast! I was like brushing my hair again. And then I stopped, like mid brushing my teeth. I was like,
Collaborate.
wow, nerd.
Why? Because you don't know what I did with
Yes,
your
I don't know.
I hate
what to do with
those
my
moments
chapstick.
when you're like jamming out to something totally nerdy, and then you're like, did
I was
I
gonna say, I'll
really just
use
do
it.
that?
Dude, it's okay. I was listening to Bye 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 in my car the other night. Like, it just happened to, like,
You should have
pop
seen him
up.
when he downloaded
It
it.
just happened to, like, pop up on my playlist. And
What?
I
I
was
walk
like,
out
okay.
from Kohl's one night, and he's like,
What's the most
like-
embarrassing song you have on your iTunes?
I'll
Gay
browse
boyfriend.
Gay boyfriend.
Gay boyfriend.
no authority.
My
Can I
berry
get your
song.
number?
Really?
Can I get your number, baby? Yeah.
For me, Barry Manilow, Mandy.
Oh, that shouldn't be embarrassing. That's a good fucking
I don't know.
song.
You might want to take another look at your music because I know a lot of it was from the computer.
I deleted most of
Okay.
that. I deleted most of that shit.
But I sent you away,
Oh, Mandy.
That
Yeah.
always
You
reminds me of
kissed
Can't
me,
Hardly
stop.
Wait.
Okay, I was rocking that song one day driving to work.
I have Build Me Up
Mandy.
Buttercup by the Foundations on here.
Why do you build me up? Buttercup, baby, just to let me down.
Let me down.
Mess me around, but it was the
No, that song's awesome. That's not embarrassing.
Baby, when you say you will, I love you still.
I have the Jackson 5 on my iTunes.
Anyone, darling, you know that I have from the start.
The Jackson 5
Build me
ABC.
up, Buttercup, but don't break my heart. Dun 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 dun, you'll be over at 10. You tell me time and again, but you're late. I wait around.
I love how when Paul's like, oh, we're dead. Oh, well.
Yeah, I didn't even know all the lyrics, but I just know that the chorus.
Josh used to sing Temptations in the car.
build me up, Buttercup, baby, just to let me down?
Let me down.
Mess me around, and then worst of all,
Worst of all,
you
No.
never call baby
also
when you
Spice
say you
Girls.
will.
say you will,
But I love you still. I need you. I need
Fighting
you
Temptation.
more than anything, darling.
You have to wait a second.
Yeah, all
I'm
right.
not playing
No.
the song.
That's okay, cause
Yeah, the one with Beyonce
Yeah.
and Cuba Gooding Jr.
This song at the very end. That is the like most random song I ever find myself walking out to.
One of my favorite songs to rock out to is
Build me up, Buttercup, baby, just to let me down, let me down, mess me around, and worst of all,
this is like getting ready.
you never call baby when you say you will. Oh, that I love you still, I need you more than anything.
anyone.
Hey, what else I have?
I have Ninja Rap from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yep.
Actually,
Just wait for like 10 seconds.
is that
Actually not that bad.
God, I know that song.
Yeah, you do.
God.
Yeah, you do.
He's
That's
like, no!
super gangster. Hang on. Get away from the
Okay,
super
wait a minute.
gangster.
Oh shit, I lost my phone.
Wait, D's before E. Okay.
You want me to call it, Chuck?
Yeah,
There we
it's
go.
on my phone.
Try this again.
Okay, it's ringing.
I've got to hear it. It's probably out in the van.
Yeah, because I don't know if you ever picked it up.
You were working as a waitress in a cocktail bar when I met you. We picked you up, I shook you up and turned you around, turned you into someone new. Okay, what else I have?
Music and merit.
That is not a nerdy song. That is a good song.
South Beach,
I love that
bringing the
movie.
heat.
I
There it
have
is.
Lindsay Lohan on my iTunes. That song Over. Josh probably should have been in a boy band back in the day. Hey, they're making making a comeback.
I know they are. I'm very excited about it. Backstreet Boys too. We're doing a tour together.
They did one last summer. New Kids on the Block and Backstreet Boys did. So my friend Allison and I decided that Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, and Spice Girls are going to tour together. Apparently 98 Degrees is getting back together.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
My friend Shelby is like desperate for me to go to a BSB concert with her.
I want to go. I haven't been to one in years. I wanted to go to this last tour because I've never been to a New Kids on the Block concert.
No. Oh my God, you're dancing to it. Okay. We have to end this.
When you wish you had the camcorders going.
Oh, I was so bummed when the lead singer died.
What is it?
LFO, Summer Girls.
Yeah, nope. Not familiar.
Don't play.
I feel it.
Here you gotta get your Justin. Jane and I sat here one Saturday watching boy band videos. And it was pretty funny.
Oh, but yeah, I was gonna tell you. So when I texted Barry that, he got like happy with me. He's like, don't you ever do that. And I was like, I'm sorry. He's like, I know. Things are gonna turn out. No. I'm like, okay.
What?
I love Barry.
I really thought Justin was going to be the one who was
Show the boy band shit.
But we were rocking out to Will Smith.
Dude, my entire playlist is full of nerdy shit. Are you kidding me? It's the
We'd be in
nerdiest
the
thing.
car and something would come on, I'd just go.
Really?
He'd be like,
Okay,
yeah.
So, oh, yeah, this song.
Like, oh yeah.
You don't have a nerd song, you have a nerd playlist.
Oh.
We're all like...
Thought we were about to jam. Oh. Got some Cobra Starship.
Oh my goodness, yes!
Yes.
Alright, here we go.
Cobra Starship.
Oh, Cobra Starship.
This is Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Oh, Bone Thugs.
Bone Thugs.
Meet you at the crossroads. Yeah. Love that song.
Oh, the first of the month.
The video.
This is called No Surrender. Strangely enough, it's pretty much all about different stories about people killing cops.
No, do you remember the video for Crossroads from Bone Thugs and Harmony?
I've never seen one of the videos.
Watch it on YouTube. It's creepy.
Well, you know what the song, or the original song by Robert Johnson, Crossroads, is about.
Yeah.
Right.
But this is completely different.
Oh, it's not about the same?
No.
Okay. I listened to this song for inspiration on, as far as like being tactical, you know? Like when I'm out on patrol, when I go to a domestic violence call or I make a traffic stop, there's just too much dangerous things that I do. So I listen to this song for and run tactical scenarios through my mind.
Yeah, it's the rower.
What?
That's the rower. We've just decided that. Because like one time we called and he goes, I don't
What's
know.
that one called? Elbows?
I don't know.
Wow.
I do have some Hall Notes on here.
Yeah, that's
Hello,
pretty
Goodbye.
embarrassing.
I got some Hello Goodbye. I got some Boys Like Girls on here. Just one song.
I don't know why, but I thought you were going to say Boys to Men. I
Love
was like,
Drunk.
Boyz II Men, they just had that one song that I like.
They had a lot
So
of
hard
good songs.
to.
I love Boyz II Men.
Boyz II Men was
Boyz
awesome.
II Men. Motown Philly. I love Motown Philly.
No, that one, So Hard to Say Goodbye. That's really the only song that I really like.
It's actually called Yesterday.
Say
Yeah.
goodbye
Oh, it's called Yesterday.
Yeah.
to yesterday.
Into the
Then-
rib.
Yeah. When the river runs dry.
Yes.
Mama. I'll make love to you.
Yes.
Oh, it's just
Wow.
Love that song.
Wow.
They were all
That's
about.
the first song I ever heard
Dude,
by
no,
them.
Boyz II
But
Men
think
were
about-
all about wooing the
I'm just saying, think about the conversation y'all just had, or the exchange that y'all just had from my point of view. I'm just saying.
We're talking about songs, okay?
And we can't help it. Boyz II Men were all about wooing the women. I mean,
Yeah, well, I mean, you're women, so it obviously worked.
yeah, but we were kids at the time.
Ew.
Yeah.
And I'll take my clothes off to
That's the part everyone gets quiet for. Wow.
I'll
Wait.
give you everything.
Hang on a
Girl,
second.
you need only
No, really. Hang on a second.
Alright, go ahead. I'm sorry, dude. I got into a Boyz II Men moment. Go ahead. You're good.
You douche. There is a song, I can't remember who it's by. It's either Bad Company or...
What's it called?
I don't know.
How's it go?
You don't know.
I'm trying to think. I don't know, we used to do this like,
Is it like Ready? It's just like, what's it called? It's called. There's a Bad Company song.
Ready to
No.
Love, and then there's
There's Ooh, baby, I'm ready for love.
that's
Yeah,
Ready for Love.
that's
Then
Ready for
there's
Love. Something about Southern Star or something?
that's Shooting Star. That's
no,
Bad
not,
Company.
not Shooting Star. There's a different one. It's like, there are stars in the southern sky.
Dude, if that's Bad Company, I haven't heard
Yeah,
it.
me.
I don't know if it's Bad
What
Company
is
or
the
not.
other Bad Company song?
It might be like Korean Special
it's
or something.
like-
I have
They played it on Supernatural.
I'll find it real quick.
I don't know. If you listen to this and you know what song that is, send me an email because I have no freaking clue. We'll play a little episode of Name That Tune. I'll sing like 3 seconds of a song. You tell me what the hell it is, so I don't go insane.
You win no prize.
But you win the prize of not being on my sniper list when I lose my mind.
Pretty good
What is that
prize.
song called?
Which we pretty
That's
much
Ready for
decided
Love.
when I finally
You like
snapped.
making love.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
it.
That's the one.
Feel like making.
No, there's... No, hold
We used to
on.
do
Oh,
that
you
song.
upset it, what?
Back in the day when I had my band, we actually used to perform that song.
Dude, we used to play that at the campgrounds where I used to go. They had the jukebox there, and we would play that song when I played pool.
We actually performed
Are you
it.
going through?
We would make out with chicks.
No, there's...
See, I used to be in
That's
a
not
band
the Bad Company
a long
song
time
I was
ago.
thinking of.
Good fun.
I used to be in a band a long time ago called
Right.
Disorderly Conduct.
Right.
And we would perform at parties and bars and shit. Actually, we only performed in one bar.
Sorry.
It was
I
primarily
was
parties,
actually gonna...
frat parties and
back
stuff.
Just wait. Just wait.
Back in the 80s, 90s,
It can wait.
predominantly 90s. Anyway, we used to perform that song. We used to do that. Feel Like Making Love. We did Golden Earring, Radar Love.
Hell yeah.
We did a lot of AC/DC.
Awesome.
We did some Black Sabbath tunes. We did a couple of Metallica songs.
Yeah.
So,
They figured we'd give us some nice little talking music.
right
Yeah,
on.
but he's not letting me search for my song.
Yeah, that's going to drive me insane. We used to stand around, back in the day, we used to, the proverbial fire in a 55-gallon drum, stand around it so you don't freeze and sing. And it was pretty badass. I think eventually I'm
This
gonna...
needs to be changed.
Hey, quit that. No, really, quit that. No, hey, dude.
What? Dude, I'm jamming.
Yeah, jam later.
Why you gotta be like that? Okay.
Jam later, because you're being weird and creepy. You're sitting next to me.
You're being weird.
You're being creepy.
Stop being weird.
You're gonna pop wood, and you're sitting right next to me, and I don't like that.
I am nowhere near popping wood, dude.
I appreciate that since you're sitting right next to me.
What were the lyrics to your song?
Oh my goodness.
There are stars in the southern sky. Gently as you go. It's tricky. It's tricky.
No, I told her I have a new appreciation for this song.
Is it Seven Bridges Road?
Maybe. Play that.
That's the Eagles.
Oh, is it the Eagles?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, that makes more sense.
Well, shut up.
No, I'm like,
What a comeback.
Sorry.
So Metallica's version of Turn the Page is like amazing.
I love it.
it's creepy, but I love it.
What do you mean it's creepy? How is that creepy?
There's nothing creepy about it. What's creepy is me jamming to Ready for Love right
Yeah.
here at this table.
The way you were doing it, yeah, sitting right
How
next
you
to me,
refuse to stop.
right?
I have a problem.
Yeah, you do.
I get way too into music.
This song.
I know what you're talking about now. I know what you're talking about now. I know this song. This is a good one.
She Brings Me Love. That was the Bad Company song I was trying to think of. That's my
It stopped. It's buffering.
What?
It stopped.
What?
That's okay, because I got another one.
But yes, that is the song. Seven Bridges Road by the Eagles.
You're gonna
Got
have to
it.
send me a message later
Erase.
reminding me to download
Dude, I am
Tricky.
all over that. But yeah, we used to sit and sing that back in the day when I knew all the lyrics.
on my computer yet, like really.
Huh?
It's tricky.
You don't have that on your computer?
I have a newfound appreciation
We
for
will-
the song after
yeah.
watching a certain episode of One Tree Hill.
Okay, have you tried piratebay.org in
I
conjunction
can't-
with Frostwire?
I can't get it to work for me.
Okay. Here, I'll run through a quick tutorial.
Like, I've tried it and it's just, I don't know.
I've just been getting and converting YouTube.
That's what I've been doing.
Yeah, I mean, and really, if you have real player, that's probably the easiest way to do it. But if you want to do whole albums, you just bring up the pirate. No, I don't know why it says front row bay. That's just
Because they're dickholes. I
okay.
Wow.
I don't know.
Tell us how you really feel.
Dude.
He just wanted to be in the conversation.
Yeah.
Go for Eagles.
Dude, I'm still thinking about Ready for Love, dude.
Oh my
I just want to see that song.
Please.
I'm playing music.
No, how do I play?
Okay.
You can wait. What are you trying to do? I'm not trying to listen to Judy Brothers. You like the song?
You might read a new version of Frostwire.
Okay, what are you trying to do?
I don't know.
Trying to search for a song?
Yeah. I want to see what you have, actually.
We'll look through my playlist. Oh, black water, keep on moving, Mississippi moon, keep on shining on.
That's entirely possible. I'd have to listen. Is it that computer there that you're trying to use? Let me see that. Oh, you just put it up.
No, it's fine. I don't care.
Okay, so this podcast is not going anywhere.
Hey, wait. It's going everywhere.
It is going everywhere.
That's
Like,
the
there's
point.
100 different things going on. I don't know
Yeah.
what's happening.
Nothing's happening. Everything's happening. It is
It's
the
all
world.
happening.
It's all happening right here.
Chuck,
Are
have
you
you
ready?
seen Almost Famous yet?
A long time ago, but I was hammered. So I don't remember it.
Dude, story of your life.
Right? Like, I have all these things that I've seen and
apparently
done.
It's gonna play She Brings Me Love.
Story of my life right there.
And I was like, what,
Okay,
Chapstick.
you
Yummy
have-
strawberry.
Yummy strawberry is the story of my life.
Okay. Where,
It's
Keeps my lips
is it
full.
under your favorites or something?
what? Frostfire? No.
No,
Pirate Bay? No, I haven't even.
Keep on moving, Mississippi moon, won't you keep on shining on me? I love Dewey Brothers.
okay, I need to get to Google.
I love hearing Mark Wahlberg sing that. That was hilarious.
Really?
Yeah, in the movie, what was it? The Happening?
Oh.
Yeah, he's outside that door and he's like, "Oh, black water, keep on
that-
moving, Mississippi moon, won't you keep on shining on me?" He starts singing it,
Where
right?
the plants attack.
Yeah.
Is that the M. Night
Like
Shyamalan
Shyamalan.
Shyamalama Ding Dong?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have I showed you the trailer for Ted yet?
No.
You guys haven't seen the trailer for Ted? Look that shit up.
Well, hang on a sec.
Look up Ted restricted trailer. Boop, boop, boop. That's what he does. He's like, it's a teddy bear, right? And he's up on this cash register and he's hitting on this girl and he's just going boop, boop, boop as it brings it up. It's hilarious. It's funny as hell. He's a candy bar. He's like, oh. He's like, oh. Is that where we're drawing the line? Okay. Just sitting there smoking weed. It's got Mark Wahlberg in it.
I know.
It's fantastic. He's like, white trash name. It's like, Cindy, Becky. Just names off all these names. It's like anybody watch that movie with that name is gonna be like, Mark Wahlberg just called me trash.
Curse of Curves.
Huh?
Curse of Curves.
I have that song. A little bit of loud fuck. That is,
Cute is what we aim for.
yeah, that one. That one. The one with the weird hair and he's kind of chubby.
Okay, there you go.
Aren't you nice?
Alright, name something you've been trying to download here.
I don't know. I haven't downloaded anything new. Yeah. Just go Bad Company because it's the only thing that's popping in my head right
Dude,
now.
I was watching something and this dude's phone rang and it was doot, and I was like, oh my god, that's awesome. I was waiting for him to go, what's the sitch? And it was going to be hilarious, and he didn't do it.
I want that as my ringtone now.
I just
And that's how I answer my phone.
Yeah, what's the sitch?
What's it?
What was that dude's name?
It's Kim Possible and Ron Stoppable.
No. I know that.
it's-
The fat black dude.
Why
The
did I
fat
feel
black
like
tech
I
Wow.
thought it started with a W.
Wilbur,
dude. Was
Walter.
it Wayne?
Okay,
It might be Wayne.
I think it's Wayne.
so you have to allow.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it's
You
Wayne.
don't want to ever ask. It's
Aw.
best just to ask.
Sorry.
That's fine. Hit okay. Okay. That battery will last for another like half hour.
And there you go. It's all in your settings.
Hooray!
So you're all set and ready to
Okay,
go.
look up.
Enjoy the pictures of naked chicks on the sidebar there.
I actually used that
Oh yeah.
because I was like, I'm gonna post
Sorry, I didn't mean to touch your chapstick.
totally out of myself on my Tumblr just to see if anybody sent me anything, and I'm like, okay, nobody ever reads my Tumblr.
Dude, I swear to
Seriously.
God, I don't ever go to Tumblr.
You gotta look up Ted restricted trailer.
God, do I really want to see this?
It's hilarious. It's fucking hilarious, dude. You're gonna laugh so hard because Mark Wahlberg is awesome, and I don't care what anybody says. It's awesome.
Okay.
Ever since Marky Mark
On YouTube?
Marky Mark and the
Yeah.
Funky Bunch.
on the using tube.
Using tubing.
Using tubing. That was so wrong.
Oh, there goes the Swedish. We can test them off.
All right,
Alright, Ted?
Ted restricted trailer.
I've almost watched it like 3 times, but every time I think about it, I'm at work and I'm like, yeah, probably not 6.
No. Like, okay, speed round. It's hilarious, dude. It's hilarious.
This right here?
Yes, that one. Hit sign in. You have to sign in
Why do I have to sign in?
because it's a
Because it's
restricted
adult
video.
content.
They said, dude, you see a teddy bear smoking weed in this video. It's hilarious. Smoking out of a huge bong. It's hilarious. Cracks me up every time. I'm like, ha ha ha. Look at Mark Wahlberg having the munchies. Keep on shining.
I can't imagine
There you
when
go.
his daughters become teenagers and start dating. Like, if any of you guys ever seen Fear and they show up to pick up a date,
Yeah.
just like,
Here it comes.
Get out of pop lock. Pass it over. Take it back. We got it.
Mila Kunis is in it.
I'm so sorry.
That's enough.
I'm fine.
She's...
It looks like such a nice love story. I'm sorry, you okay? Oh, that sucks.
They knew from the start their love was special.
I don't understand. I really don't. 5 years old, you're so scared of the little thunder.
I am one.
Let the buddies pull like right, Johnny.
Fucking right.
All right, come on, let's sing the thunder song.
Wait. When you hear the sound of thunder, don't you get too scared. Just grab your thunder buddy and sing these magic words. Fuck you, thunder, you can suck my dick. You can't get me thunder, cause it just goes fast.
She's like, for the love of God.
Really? It's the teddy bear smoking a ball.
I'll take
Oh,
it.
this
I
movie's
don't think she's
great.
gonna be expecting something big, do you?
What, like anal?
No, like circular gold thing on the finger.
Oh, fuck that. It's been 4 years, Johnny. You and me have been together for 27 years. Where's my ring? Huh? Where's my ring, asshole? Where's my ring, motherfucker?
Come on.
Put it on my smudgy finger, you fuck. Come on.
All right.
I'm only saying this because I love you. Maybe please ask Ted to move out so we can move on with our lives.
I'm not that psyched to just like kick him out.
I met a girl. She's a cashier.
No way, that's awesome.
Okay, all right, so that's where we'll draw the line.
What's her name?
White trash name, yes.
Mandy.
No.
Marilyn.
No.
Brittany.
No.
Tiffany.
No.
Candace.
No.
Don't fuck with me on this. I know this shit.
You see me fucking with you?
Alright, speed round. I'm gonna rattle off some names, and when I hit it,
You do
I'm
it.
gonna buzz it, okay?
I will tell
You
you.
got me?
Yeah.
Alright, Brandy, Heather, Channing, Brianna, Amber, Sabrina, Melody, Dakota, Sierra, Bambi, Krista, Samantha, Autumn, Ruby, Taylor, Tara, Tammy, Lauren, Charlene, Chantel, Courtney, Misty, Jenny, Krista, Mindy, Noelle, Shelby, Trina, Reba, Cassandra, Nikki, Kelsey, Shauna, Jolene, Earlene, Claudia, Savannah, Casey, Dolly, Kendra, Kylie, Chloe, Devin, Emily, fucking Becky?
Nope.
Was there any one of those names with a Lynn after it?
Yes.
Okay. Brandy Lynn, Heather Lynn,
Tammy Lynn.
Seth MacFarlane is the teddy bear. Nice.
It's gonna be like the best movie ever. I'm pretty excited about it.
Oh my god, that's insane. Seth MacFarlane as a psychotic freaking teddy bear.
I don't know, fucking Becky.
Is it one of those names with the Lynn after it? Yes.
That's
Oh, it's amazing.
see, this is what happens when we don't have topics.
Dude,
We just ramble.
We're just all over the fucking place, and then you have these weird moments of awkward
dude,
silence.
I'm telling you, that last podcast was badass.
Have you ever seen the movie Pump Up the Volume with Christian Slater? Oh my god, that
One with-
movie's fucking awesome.
AFI Prelude.
And
Was
that's-
good song.
Okay,
Good. Pretty good.
Well, I watched
dude
the episode.
has a
But
shortwave
that
radio,
song is my
right?
favorite song.
Well, he beats
Yeah.
it up to make it a long wave radio,
Okay.
I
and he
watched
taps
it
into an AM
at
station.
Okay.
So he starts his fucking radio show
and I was like,
about shit, about what the fuck ever he feels like talking about, right? And it's rude, crude, and disgusting. And if it had the internet back then, it would have been a podcast. So that's what's like running through my mind every time we do this. I'm like, yeah. But the cool thing, he would like sign on at like random times every night, and then just like sign off to go masturbate. But his character name was Happy Harry Hard-On, and he would just be like, "Oh God, I gotta go masturbate," and then sign off for like could be 2 hours, whatever.
Oh, gotta go masturbate.
And all of his listeners are like,
That is awesome. That's awesome. That's ridiculous, but awesome.
You know what would be funny?
What's that?
A penal sniper. Guy just climbs up a tree, like will randomly climb up a tree, and then whenever a hot chick passes, just shoot her in the back of the head or something.
Dude, that's messed up. That's fucked up, bro.
Did I ever tell you about the revenge this one guy took?
Where he was standing there and his ex-girlfriend.
His ex-girlfriend and her friend, actually it was his girlfriend at the time, she dumped him after this.
Well, yeah, he stood behind her.
He got in an argument with his girlfriend, and her friend jumped in, and it made this big, huge, awkward fight. Anyway, they got over it, right, and they were sitting there watching a movie. These two females were sitting on the floor in front of the couch, and he was laying on the couch behind them. What they didn't know is he was cranking it the whole time during this movie, and just splattered all over the back of both their heads.
Revenge!
That was his revenge. Of course, he got his ass kicked and, dumped and all that, kicked out of the house, the whole nine. But he said he felt vindicated for years. That's just a jacked up revenge. Get it? Jacked up revenge? Don't worry, I wash my hands. Sorry. No, not kidding, I do wash my hands.
Never given you a half happy.
Use this hand, it's alright.
Nope. Oh, thanks!
Oh, wow.
I'm kidding.
It's getting weird.
Now it's weird.
Dude! I put that on my mouth!
Have your chapstick back, buddy. Hey, buddy.
Dude,
I like your chapstick. It helped me with the chap spot.
Sure did, asshole.
Yes, it was. What can I say? I used rough toilet paper. I needed something.
Buy the good shit. That's what I do.
I have the good shit.
I pay fucking $11 for 4 rolls. I don't give a fuck.
Why? When you have perfectly good chapstick right there.
I don't want my asshole to taste like yummy strawberry.
Why not? Mine does now. Hey, you were gone for like 5 minutes.
Dude, I was gone for 2 seconds.
You never did give me anything to drink either.
Gonna go home and
I just realized this. I've been sitting here the whole time.
You said you had something, asshole.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah. Don't be a dick about it.
I guess I'll just walk across the room and get my own damn drink.
What a... Oh, God. Fuck you, Thunder. You can suck my dick. Alright.
Hey, what happened to my lighter?
I don't know, dude, but you better find it.
What, will the world fucking end if I don't?
You never know.
See that one psychopath with a stick of dynamite standing outside? I got your lighter!
Well, dude, you never know, man. Like, you losing your lighter could cause you to have to borrow somebody's lighter, which you could accidentally keep their lighter, and then they don't have a lighter, and they have to get out of a bad situation where that might save the world, and then they don't have a lighter to save the world, and then the world explodes because you couldn't find yours.
So you're talking about string theory?
Yes.
Everything is connected in some way, somehow.
Yeah.
Although that would be a very, very small example of string theory, but kind of in a nutshell, that is kind of what string theory is all about. Everything is connected. All events. Okay. For example, say you're at the grocery store. Okay. And the clerk is having a bad day or whatever. From your perspective, all you know, the clerk is really, really rude to you. Okay?
You're gonna make me make the clerk kill themselves, aren't you?
No.
No, I have a feeling it's gonna alter your mood.
This also ties into the whole alternate reality thing.
I hope there's alternate reality.
Okay, sorry, we interrupted.
Well, there are set alternate realities for everything.
Every moment.
Like if I would have let
every
you finish
moment
your
has
sentence, that'd have been a whole nother reality.
Yeah, a reality in which you don't get kicked in the nuts.
Exactly. Which I would get kicked in the nuts because I would have done something stupid, and you didn't kick me in the nuts. See, you decided not to, therefore you create another alternate reality.
Of the story.
Okay, to continue my example, And yes, there are 1,000 different possibilities of how this interaction could go. But in this particular possibility, the clerk is really rude to you, makes you mad. The next person you interact with, you're a little snippy with because obviously you're justifiably angry. Not at that person, but still, that cashier set off a chain of events. Okay, because now that person is going to get snippy with, say, a psychopath, who is then going to go home, beat his family, murder them.
Don't be mean to people. Moral of the story.
No, it's not you. It's the cashier.
Murdered an
The
entire
cashier.
But I could have smiled at the cashier and changed everything.
Exactly.
And
Right?
in a different, in more likely, in this particular line, you're not the bad guy. I swear to God, I'm not making you the bad guy.
String theory is kind of a cop-out, though, if you really think about it, because you're
How
not
is that a
taking
cop-out?
because you're not taking any of the blame for anything that you ever do.
You still have to take full responsibility of your actions.
No, you don't.
Within
because
the chain.
Because everything is connected to a chain.
I'm sorry. Okay, but you know, in the alternate reality that is created in this paradox, you know, would be nice to the cashier and smile, and therefore be in a pleasant mood with the next person that she interacts with, who then is in a pleasant mood with the psychopath, who then decides not to kill his family, and then his son grows up and becomes the greatest leader the world has ever seen.
Yeah, but still, what I'm saying is string theory is
So
kind of a
then-
cop-out because
Janelle becomes the savior of the earth
Yep.
in some random string.
Sorry, I keep kicking you.
the reason that string theory is kind of a cop-out is because everything that has happened to this point, something has caused that to happen. So it's not your fault. Anything you ever do is not your fault because it's a
But-
predetermined chain of events that has happened until that point.
Not necessarily predetermined, though.
No, not predetermined.
Because each
It's
individual in the chain of events still has to be responsible for their particular actions, regardless of knowing what the outcome is going to be. They're still responsible for their particular actions in their segment of the chain.
been, unless that segment in the chain is like a one-way out situation.
Well, then you can't be held accountable because you only have one choice.
That's pretty much all you have all the time. Okay, listen,
No,
me and you
have a
talking.
million choices every day. Every day you make a million choices.
Make more than a million choices.
I'm guesstimating, I'm rounding up. I'm making it an easy number.
I'm making choices right now.
Shut up. So that's a choice. You can choose to shut the fuck up and listen to what I have to say, or you can choose to have your nuts punted into your gut.
Why are you always trying to touch my nuts?
I don't know, because they're small like
He doesn't
raisins.
believe they exist.
He's got to make sure. You got to.
Yeah.
Kick 'em,
It's
make
like
sure
string
it's
theory. I
all
have to prove that it exists.
He has an obsession.
With raisins. Yes, I do.
Well, dude, my nut size should be none of your concern.
Well, Melissa wouldn't stop talking about the raisins.
Well,
I get brought into this.
So
he
anyway,
had a
I'm over
reason
here
to become interested in my nutsack. I don't know why. It just happens. Okay.
yeah.
And it's not the size of the nuts.
New conversation.
Size of the branch.
New conversation.
That's the way it goes.
Okay, or twig in your case.
Or twig in my case. But you know, I work with what I've got.
Pencil, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Hey, it's
it's
not-
been sharpened
Just
a
for the
lot.
record, Melissa has said otherwise. Just saying.
It's been sharpened a
Okay,
lot.
so
Here we go.
We validate Josh's pencil,
Dude,
whatever.
I don't
Anyway,
care. Don't talk about my dick anymore.
He's like, can we just not?
I wasn't trying to. Anyway, so string theory. In this exchange that we just had, we had 1,000 different choices, and each choice has 1,000 different potentials. Right? Even though those potentials never came to fruition in this particular exchange, like you were saying, in an alternate universe, they did, and went in a
Each has an
Billion.
alternate. Each has one, yeah.
infinite number of chains or strings were spawned off of that. Some of them, you know, some of those go into the bazaar. Some of those follow closely along with the particular string of reality that we are currently now experiencing, and could then somehow intertwine back with one of the alternates.
And that's the difference between parallel and alternate.
Exactly. Well, even a parallel is still alternate.
It is, but it doesn't
It doesn't
won't
spin off
ever-
into the bizarre.
But it won't ever cross back in either. It'll stay in a perfectly parallel line all the way until
Even if it's parallel, there still could be branches that interconnect.
right, and you
Like a ladder.
right. But
It's unlikely, but it's possible.
yeah,
And it's that possibility that creates the paradox.
Right.
Which is why we can never travel back through time.
which sucks.
Well, we can't go to the future because the future hasn't happened yet.
Right.
We can't go to the past because just by traveling to the past, you inherently change it, in which case your time travel becomes impossible, and
Well, if you
your
go
trip would never happen.
if you go into the future, that future would be completely different because you no longer exist in that time.
The future hasn't happened yet. There's nothing to go to.
Listen, alright, so basically what time travel is basically the speeding up of time. Speeding up or slowing down of time, right?
Well, no.
Or complete reverse.
Well, that's
So-
the Einstein theory of time travel. I'm talking the fantastic, the fantasy world theory of
Like push a
time
button and go
travel.
back in time?
Right. Like the time travel.
Okay.
You know, you go back into the past. You go, excuse me, like go personally witness the birth of Christ.
Right.
Or the parting of the Red Sea. Just by being there would create a paradox so powerful that your trip would never have actually happened, so then you wouldn't actually go back in time to create the paradox, so the paradox would cancel itself out.
Right.
When you start thinking of the details of it, it's a huge headache.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, if you run it through,
Yeah.
if you run it with
That's
Einstein's
all I
theory,
think every
that's
time I
my
watch
theory
one of
on
those
time
movies
travel.
or TV
If you-
shows.
but if you run it through Einstein's version, right,
Okay,
where you're
first
basically
of all, the
speeding
basis-
up or slowing.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, fine.
Let me just give the baseline here.
That's fine.
The basis of Einstein's theory of time travel is time is relative per mass. So the greater the mass, the slower the time frame, and therefore the smaller the mass, the faster the time frame.
So if you were to travel around the black hole, you would actually be going. What was it? It's okay. So if it takes 8 years for one. Okay, so hang on.
Yeah,
hang on.
right,
It's
8
8 years
for
for
one
one
revolution.
revolution. It would actually take 16 years Earth time.
Correct. The Earth would revolve
That's right.
around the sun 16 times to your 8.
Right.
And when you came back,
You'd be in the future. Basically.
you'd be in the past.
You would be in the past because you're going slower. Right. That's
Right.
right. Okay.
Their past, not yours.
Right. Okay, so
Because you would be traveling slower than what... No, you would be in the future.
you'd be in the future.
Sorry. You would be
I was right. Yeah.
No, see, they would advance 16
years, and you would have only advanced 8.
8.
Because we watched the Stephen
So,
Hawking.
yeah. Yeah, Stephen Hawking did a big thing.
Yeah, I
Because it was
about
a monorail.
Yeah.
That was the example he used.
it. Right,
it would
a monorail
travel-
traveling...
At the speed of light
At the
around the world.
Right. And you go around 3 revolutions, and you would actually, when you stop, you will have only aged...
8 years, everybody else would age 16.
Correct.
The cool thing about that is, though, if you were to get up and run to the front of the train, you would actually be running in slow motion because you can't go faster than the speed of light, so it would actually physically slow you down into a slow motion run.
Well, that comes down to the God. Then we come into another paradox because you
into the
have the God particle,
Higgs boson, excuse me, Higgs boson.
the Higgs boson particle, which can move faster than the speed of light.
If they could find it. Because they found traces of
Well,
it.
it's theorized that it can move. I was reading a thing online. It was theorized that it can move. It could be accelerated to move faster than the speed of light.
And they found traces of it, but they can't find it.
Well, here's the hardest part. Anytime you observe something, you change it just by observing it. So anytime they observe these particles moving in these accelerators, just by observing it, just by their observation, it changes. Light changes by your observation. It functions in a completely different way than what we can see when it's not being watched.
This is totally off topic of what we were talking. We were talking about time travel.
Yeah, well,
And
we
what I
started
was-
off talking about string theory.
Right. And what I was talking about before you starting into the baseline, and I was,
Yeah.
and then okay. So back to what we were talking about. You have
Right.
your baseline now.
Yeah.
Based on that theory, if you were to go forward in time, everything would already be different because you would not exist from the time you left until the time you got back. So therefore, everything would be completely different than if you were to stay.
It's like if I left this moment right now, and I went 5 years into the future.
Right.
That's 5 years that everything has existed without my presence.
Exactly. So everything is different. Everything. Worlds are different.
Well, I don't feel like I would have that big of an effect.
But you do, and that's what the whole string theory is about. Well, everybody does.
I love you, man.
Yeah, I love you too, bud. I'm just saying, everybody has that big of an effect, right? So,
so I'm not special.
Think of the TV Touch.
Nice way
Think of the TV show Touch.
Nice way to give me, that wonderful compliment and then yank it away.
Well, everybody's like that. I can give everybody that compliment.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? I can give you that compliment, I can give you that compliment, everybody listening to this podcast that compliment. I can give her a compliment, you, me, I can give myself that compliment. It's only because...
That's narcissistic.
Anyway.
It's only because everything that you do affects the entire universe. It's all a balanced system of just interconnecting gears. And you take out one gear, it's going to completely disrupt the entire system. Things are going to stop moving. Things are going to start moving. Things are going to move differently. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Therefore, everything is going to change. And it won't be the same future if you would have stayed. So the question is it better to be absent for those and make an entirely different reality, in which you just pop in out of nowhere?
Well, wouldn't that then
just experience it as it happens?
Wouldn't that then inherently create another parallel universe, or parallel string, or however you want to say it, that you are now living in? So you cease to live in the reality that you started out in, and basically you're just shifting dimension.
Exactly. That is what's happening.
Because you're not actually traveling forward in time. You're just shifting to a different string, a different potential at its future. But still, you cannot travel forward in the reality that you are currently experiencing because it hasn't happened yet.
Exactly, and that is completely impossible. Because nothing is predetermined.
Everything's based on choice.
Fate does not exist. I'm going to say right now, I don't believe that fate exists. I believe everybody has their own choices. The choices that you make affect other people's decisions, and other people's decisions affect your decisions. Everything is in it, and that is what fate is. Fate is basically, you are going to affect other people's decisions, and that's it. That's the final word.
Well, fate is that this string has already been drawn, the story has already been written, all your choices have already been made, and you're just going with the flow. You're just following the line. But see, given the vast number of choices that we have the ability to create, I don't feel that it could be predestined.
Then all your choices wouldn't matter because whatever you choose is going to turn out however it's supposed to.
Exactly, because it basically means that it's already been written. So your choice, you no longer have the freedom of choice. It's a myth. But see, I firmly believe. God's plan takes away free will, and God said Himself to the angels back in the day that no one, not even God Himself, can violate free will, because otherwise free will does not exist. Which is why I don't actually believe in the Catholics' theory of demonic possession, because that would violate your free will. The only thing similar, he made a little stair step of shit, and I took pictures of it. So
hooray! You can have it back.
It's like the bars.
I didn't care. I just didn't think it was actually going to stand up.
Like the antenna bars.
Yeah. Sorry, this is ADHD, dude. I got to be doing something.
Yeah, it's alright. So, but I firmly believe in a general predestination, just in the simplest form of, we were created with the intention of having an end. But everything that happens in the middle is completely up to us.
I don't think that's necessarily true.
Everything that begins has an end.
For now.
Everything. Nothing is eternal except for God.
Beginning is the beginning's end. Thank you, John.
John?
It's a line in a John Bon Jovi song.
Oh, there you go. Awesome.
It's just...
But it does make a very good point.
Yeah. And it does. Everything runs on cycles.
Until
The
something
key
doesn't.
is, well, I mean, then you're coming into chaos theory.
What about the universe?
The universe runs on, actually,
A series of cycles, but
A
the
series of
universe
cycles.
never ends
as far
because
as
it's
we know.
because it's always expanding.
As far as we know, we can theorize on that, but nobody has ever seen it. So until somebody sees it,
But if
and
it's
can
never
actually,
ending, so how,
exactly, that becomes the paradox. If it's never ending, how can you ever find the end?
yeah.
But how can you ever say it's never ending if you can never find the end? Because there could be an end out there somewhere. All you can do is theorize. It's all conjecture. Nobody knows anything. They can guess. They can come up with really good theories on what might be, but nobody knows. Just like the existence of God. Nobody actually knows. We have faith that God exists. Some of us have faith that God exists. And how everybody interprets the writings of their religion is, something else, and that comes down to free will as well.
See, faith is weird, and I'll tell you why.
It's really
weird.
hard for a lot of people to get.
Faith is believing in something that all signs point isn't true, but you
But
still
believing it
believe in it anyway. And it's like,
some people say,
I wish I could. I really wish that I could have faith. I really do. But okay. I understand that God is not supposed to intervene or something, or that, or whatever, how that's working.
I'm at the point I've had too much happen to believe. I don't know. I'm the type of person I've lost faith.
these
I've had
days,
too
that's
much-
damn easy to do.
I've had too
never
much
had
happen
it.
to.
I've had a
Believe
lot
that
that has
there's-
shaken my faith over the years.
I guess if there was something there, he gave up on us a long time ago, or he just doesn't give a shit anymore, and he's like, you know what?
Or he died.
Well, okay. No. If that were to happen,
If everything
none of us
ends,
would have been here.
he may have died.
But if God died,
Why?
if God died, there's nothing to keep us here. There's nothing to keep everything going. The only way that I can
If
prove
you
that God
believe it.
still exists is because we still exist.
Unless he created the perfect system.
Nothing is perfect except for God. But that comes down to faith.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing. I've never had faith. As far back as I can remember, I've
Okay.
never believed in God.
Scientifically speaking, nothing is perfect because chaos theory tells us that everything has minute imperfections that will vastly influence the outcome of the event.
Right.
So, inherently, nothing is perfect. Absolutely nothing. No system is perfect, therefore everything will eventually reach a point of catastrophe.
Yep. It's pretty much what I believe.
Yeah, so
Pretty much where we're at. It's taken us 6 podcasts to get to the point where you understand how I think. Everything is doomed.
And I'm telling you, you're not alone.
That's my thing.
You're not alone. Millions of scientists believe the same thing. I'm kind of on the fence on chaos theory. I mean, I understand, I respect chaos theory because yes, there are millions and millions and millions of minute imperfections that will have vast outcomes. If you've ever fired a gun, you know that if you change your trajectory a quarter of an inch, you're going to change your end result where your round lands by a foot. And that's just a minute change that has a vast influence on the outcome. So just in that proves chaos theory. A drop of water running down a windshield. Have you ever sit and watched the drops of water run down the windshield in the rain? That
It
is
can start here and end here.
right.
Just because of one drop.
That is an example when that first drop runs. Now, all the other drops will follow molecular cohesion and take the path of least resistance, so they'll follow the path pretty much of the first drop. Mm-hmm. Every once in a while, you'll have one that'll hit one of those minute imperfections and splinter off and form a new branch. Mm-hmm. But that first one, it doesn't run in a straight line because of all the minute imperfections in the glass, specks of dust, things that change its course. Everything will... Newton's theories. Newton's laws, excuse me. These aren't theories. These are laws of physics. Objects in motion tend to stay in motion until acted upon by a force, and everything that is in motion will travel in a straight line until acted upon by some other force.
Mm-hmm. What's the third one? Inertia. Those are the laws of inertia. There's one more. There's three. There are three Newton laws. There's an object that's in motion will stay in motion until acted upon by an outside force.
Equal and opposing force.
Equal and opposing force. Everything that happens has an equal and opposite reaction.
Yeah. That's what every action has an equal and opposite reaction.
That's the third one.
That's kinetics.
It's all the same. Newton's laws. It's one of those things, man. It's just...
You've been reading that science book I gave you?
Yeah.
It's awesome.
It's pretty awesome.
I do love science.
The way my brain works is amazing in my own perspective. Like, other people would call me crazy. If I sat here and told you everything that I was thinking at every moment, you would lose your fucking mind.
No, I would actually probably follow most of it.
Honestly, you probably would. That is scary.
I have some pretty severe ADHD. Okay, so density of an object is mass divided by the volume. Pressure is force divided by the area. The inertia of an object is the mass. And then you have specific gravity. Every element has its own specific gravity. You combine those elements into molecules, those molecule chains into complex molecules which form cells or matter. You add all that specific gravity together, and then that object has its own specific gravity. This lighter is generating some form of gravity, which is also being affected on by the gravity of the Earth, which is made up of a vast number of minerals, has its own mass, and therefore its own gravity. We understand this. Gravity works, and we know that. Mm-hmm. I don't know where I was going with that.
I don't know. We were talking about laws, and you started talking about kinetic energy, and I was like, okay.
Okay, so back to the laws of physics. If there were no... I was talking about the raindrops. They would travel in a straight line. Based on the laws of physics, a raindrop, when it hits the windshield, should travel in a straight line from point A to point B. Path of least resistance, shortest distance between two areas, or 2 points, is a straight line. So that's where the raindrop should travel. Chaos theory tells us that because of the minute imperfections in the glass, the specks of dust, what have you, alters that path, and therefore you don't get a straight line between point A and point B. You may not even reach point B, you're reaching point C, F, whatever, yeah.
Called that. Oh yeah.
So, that's chaos theory in a nutshell.
I had a dream last night that I didn't exist.
Does anything exist?
No.
Reality exists as you perceive it because you perceive it that way. If you change your perception of your reality, you will inherently change your reality.
No, the whole thing about the dream was when I fell asleep and I was conscious but it was nothing. So it was like floating in complete nothingness.
So it's like an out-of-body experience.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, it was okay. So it's hard to explain.
Okay.
So
What we established the other day is that you have a heightened intelligence, but lack the education and articulation to be able to express your intellectual thoughts.
exactly. Okay, the best way I can describe it is, it was like.
So
Have you ever seen the
I
card?
validated your intelligence.
Thank you very much. Have you ever seen? You've seen the. Okay, in a movie, when you go past time, like into a time where nothing exists, and they're in a big white nothingness, they're just floating there.
Yeah.
That's what it was like. Only it was the absence of everything.
So the absence of light. So it was a big dark mass.
I wasn't floating. I was not.
Just existing.
I was not there.
You were in absolute nothingness.
Yeah,
Like being in Kelvin's absolute zero.
kinda.
But you had a consciousness, therefore you existed.
Yeah, but I
You didn't exist physically.
I didn't exist consciously either. It was okay. Okay, so
So how could you comprehend your non-existence if you didn't exist to be able to comprehend it?
it was. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
It was weird. Like it was a feeling that I've never felt before in my entire life. It was.
The lack of the ability to comprehend?
It was the lack of the ability to. Okay, so the lack of the ability to be anything, to do anything, to think anything, to anything, to anything.
So how did you comprehend it?
I couldn't. That's what I'm saying. I couldn't.
But you...
Exactly, dude. I couldn't. And
I'm having an issue comprehending that experience.
Exactly. You'd have to experience it for yourself in order to understand what I'm saying.
In order to not be able to explain it yourself.
Exactly, because that's probably what's
It's one of those dreams where you have it and you're trying to tell somebody and you're like, you had to be in my head to even see what was going on.
You're trying to kiss me just now.
It was a.
She's like, whoa.
Things are getting weird.
Okay,
It was just that
the other day...
void.
Good God.
What?
The ashtray is like...
Yeah.
I know,
Yeah,
it's
we
kind of
smoke a lot. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Is
No,
smoking
like-
bothering you?
No.
It's driving her nuts that there's
OCD-ness.
this like
Oh.
crazy
Oh.
amount of
So
cigarettes.
Well, when they brought it over here, it was kind of full anyway.
Yeah.
So they have not smoked that much.
I've smoked
Sorry.
about half a pack sitting here.
Okay, so I found the documentation of what I was talking about earlier. The tilt of the Earth was 23.5 degrees. Was. It is now 23.9 degrees, which inherently changes our climate.
It just shifted
because
again.
We are, no, it's because of the catastrophic geological events that is changing. And because of the Earth's wobble, this axis will actually fluctuate naturally.
Right.
So
what I'm saying is it just shifted again. It just moved again, so it's not.
23.9? Okay. Well, whatever it is, because of the Earth's wobble, every year, every revolution inherently changes this by seconds, even minutes, even maybe a portion of a degree. That alters. We are sitting here at the Tropic of Cancer at 30 degrees
Latitude.
Thank you. And of course, the equator is at 0 degrees latitude. So we are sitting here at the Tropic of Cancer, 30 degrees latitude, right in the center of the jet stream. As you change the tilt of the Earth, you are changing the direct sunlight that we get, and therefore inherently changing our climate.
And changing time.
Not drastically enough for us to ever feel it.
But still changing time, and that's fun.
Okay. Well, I mean, The Earth doesn't revolve on a 24-hour basis anyway. It's only like 23 and a half hours. That's why we have leap years.
I thought,
Because it also doesn't take 365 days to revolve.
64.33333.
Sometimes. Sometimes it might be 363.99999. It just depends.
It's a lot.
It's an elliptical, so it changes every year. So we actually don't have a viable way to know exactly what year or what time of year it is. Because if you change the length of a year by 10 minutes over the course of 10,000 years, how many minutes have you lost? Or added? Predominantly lost.
A lot. A number too high.
So the Gregorian calendar is based on mathematical computation on an estimation of how long a day or a year is.
Right.
So that is
I'm sorry.
that is not necessarily exactly where we're at. So this could be the year 2015 anyway. This could be the year 6615.
Well, considering the Mayan calendar didn't take into consideration leap year.
Yes, it did.
Also,
Well, I'm just.
the Mayan
going off
calendar did not take in. I'm sorry. Yes, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No,
No, go ahead.
it's a long.
Apparently, what I read was wrong anyway, so go ahead.
Why? What'd you read?
No, just go ahead.
Well, no, I'm curious now.
No, go ahead.
The Mayan calendar took into consideration. The only reason it didn't take into consideration leap year took it on a 260-day cycle instead of a 365-day cycle.
Which is what I was going to say is that simply that the Mayan calendar had nothing to do with the Gregorian calendar, therefore they don't translate with each other anyway.
But they have sync. Okay, what they did was they did all the math. They did all the math with it. Okay, and that's how they got 12/21/2012.
Okay.
It's how they got it is because of they synced it with the Gregorian calendar into a 365-day cycle.
People synced it.
Yeah, and that's why it's missing. That
doesn't mean they did it right.
I know, and that's why I don't give in to the fact that the world's going to end in 2012.
Science.
I don't think
Science,
about it.
along with religion, is based on the interpretation of who won. That's all of history. Everything that we understand of the past or that exists is based on the interpretations that won. Because some guy could have had everything right, written down somewhere, but all his shit got burned because his tribe was smaller.
Mm-hmm.
So, be that as it may, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap this up.
Yeah.
Everybody's pretty much getting tired. We're all winding down.
Well, I think Steph's wanting to go to bed anyway. She's in the shower.
So, yep. All right. We out. Peace.